head out. We're leaving our hotel. We stayed at the Grassland Hotel, and it's actually been really reasonable. It was like $6 per person a night, so $12, and yeah, pretty good. So we're heading to, where are we going to now? Hue. We're going to Hue, which is further north, and it's about 4 hours by bike. We're going a bit later than we had hoped because we stopped for breakfast and a few other things. We're doing a quick stop here in our last beach before we head up to Hue, and it's beautiful. It's like totally empty. There's no one here. It could just be low season here in Hue, I'm not too sure, but really, really cool. We actually just met two friends who are Canadian as well, and they recognized Laura and I's YouTube and Instagram. We were literally driving on our bikes and they just like pulled up and they're like, oh my gosh, like, are you Laura Reed? And they're like, oh, and you're Christian, blah blah blah. So it was like, I think that's the second time that's happened now, so it's kind of funny to see that your stuff actually gets recognized. We're back on the road and we're heading up north. Woo! Pit stop numero dos. We've done 2 pit stops and we've probably gone like 30-40 minutes, so we need to hurry up if we're gonna make it to Hue, because we're only spending a half day in Hue and then we're gonna go take a night bus all the way north to Hanoi, which is like 12 hours. So we've got a lot more traveling ahead of us, and this is the view of the day. The water is like so beautiful and blue here. I didn't really know much about Vietnam, but it's really, really beautiful. I know it had some beauty, but the water here is just incredible. Especially this area, it's actually a huge tourist attraction for Russians. I think part of it's because Vietnam is communist, so they have some political ties, but also I think geographically speaking, they're quite close. So everywhere you go, you see a lot of Russians here. And there she is. And this is highlight reel material. This place is so beautiful.
Okay, so Christian's over there right now because our bike won't start. So we stopped on this hill to look at these goats over there, and now our bike won't restart. So I guess that's what we get for looking at goats, but that's kind of an issue. So yeah, I don't even know like what we'll do if it doesn't start. It's weird because it was working and then we were looking at the goats and then all of a sudden it wasn't working.
So after a frustrating 5 minutes, we got the bike starting. I don't know if I can stop it anymore, because if it stops, it might actually do the same thing again, and we'll, who knows if it'll start again. So hopefully the other friends we met will catch up, because I seriously am not going to pull over. I can't risk this thing just breaking down. But on the bright side, the view is amazing. Take a look at that. Would you look at that? It's amazing. It's honestly so beautiful, and this is where we're gonna have some food. It's crazy. Why is one so much smaller?
Hello! Puppies! Oh. So cute. Oh, lots of meat on you.
He's well fed.
Very well fed. Oh.
You're gonna want some after.
I thought dogs would be a lot skinnier in Asia, but they're actually all very well fed. Back on the bike. Time to head up to the next stop. Swear. This may come as a surprise to some of you, but traveling is not always the best day of your life. And
no,
today,
you have dirt on your face.
I have dirt on my face. It's all part of it. Just leave me alone. Today's been okay at best. I don't know. We biked from Hoi An to Hue, and the bike ride is amazing. It's super beautiful. Like some of the parts, we were doing a mountain climb with the bike, and that was actually probably the best bike ride for 10 minutes that I've ever done. Like the most beautiful. But the rest of the day was kind of surrounded by bullshit and annoying people. It started off at the gas station this morning. He was filling up my gas tank after filling out someone else's gas tank. So basically he tried to charge me for someone else's gas on top of my own. And so I know enough, I knew he was scamming me. And as soon as I caught him, he's like, okay, fine. He tries to reduce the price, but not to the actual price. He's still trying to rip me off. And he went on and on and on. And he literally didn't back. And yeah, so literally this guy freaking scams us. And then he's so persistent, like he did not back down. And we paid him a bit extra because he just wouldn't walk away from it. And so anyways, we move on. It was only $1 that they ended up scamming us because we caught them. Would have been like $6 if I didn't call them out. Yeah, and then we finally got here by bike. We biked all the way to Hue, and we go inside this stupid ass travel agency right here. And this stupid lady, we negotiate with her our ticket price, and we include water. So we say, give us 2 waters and then we'll buy it. And so she's like, okay. We go drink 2 waters, we both open them, and as soon as we open them, she's like, okay, those waters are 10,000 each. And like, it's just been like that kind of crap all day. And we're like, no, like we finally have to go back and forth arguing. And then the second gas station we went to today, I said 15,000, they put in 50,000. So they have to siphon out gas. I have no idea how much gas they're taking out. They probably took out more gas than I even put in. And the most annoying thing happened like 5 minutes ago. I'm still pissed off about it. And we had this annoying travel agency again call for us on our behalf to get them to come pick up or to drop off our luggage, because we had an agreement that we'd take the bike one way and have them take our luggage. And so the lady said, yeah, okay, I'll have him drop the bag off and you can keep the bike for another hour and a half. And so we're like, okay, that sounds good. He drops off the luggage and then he's like, okay, give me the bike. And we're like, no, we need the bike another hour and a half, which is what we agreed apparently, or what she was supposed to negotiate for us. Instead, this guy goes ballistic. Like literally 0 to 100. He got angry in like 5 seconds. All I said was we were supposed to have the bike for another hour and a half. And next thing I know, he's literally grabbing my bag, this bag right here, and he's grabbing our stuff and he's about to run off on his bike. And he's like freaking out, like his hands are shaking with anger. I don't even know what was happening. Like, and then I was like, okay, like I don't want my stuff taken. Just chill out, like give me my stuff back. You can have the bike. It's an hour and a half. I don't want to lose my bag over this. And so as I'm handing him back the key, and I'm like, give me 1 second, I need to get stuff out of the bike. He's like, no. I'm like, no, it's my stuff. It's inside your stupid scooter, because you can open up the scooter and put stuff under the seat. And I had like my camera, I had my wallet, and he's like telling me I can't get my stuff out of my scooter. Anyways, that's what we've been dealing with. Luckily, nothing has been too big, but it's just been four stupid incidents today, 3 minor ones, and like 1 big one. And actually the gas station turned into a big yelling match too. It's been kind of shit show today. And I kind of expected a bit of this from Vietnamese people because I've heard a bit about it. But we've been very lucky or very unlucky today, I'm not sure. Because we haven't seen any of it anywhere else, but today it all happened at once. 4 incidents of being scammed or taken advantage of, or just people not giving a shit and trying to take advantage of you. So I don't normally cuss out like this, but I am really annoyed with Vietnam right now, and Hue in particular. So I'm glad we're not spending any time here. We're going straight to Hanoi, and yeah, so we're gonna get on a night bus and we'll be heading up north for about 12 hours, and our bus is in like an hour. So my feet are disgusting from biking all day. So we're gonna go find a nice restaurant, go get some food, and just use their shower, or not their shower, their bathroom to like wash my face off and whatever else. And yeah, that's the end of my rant and my update.
The problem is though that they pretend they're so clearly like, they pretend they don't understand English first off. When you're talking to them 1 second, they understand. The second they're like, yeah, no, like that's not what you say. It's like, no, you clearly understood what I said. Anytime you get in a disagreement, their English somehow all of a sudden goes downhill. They pretend they don't know what you're saying, or they just like flat out ignore you. It's just, there's not much you can do. And the problem is they're insulting you in their language at the same time, and it's very clear, and it's just like, it's
and on top of all that, I am so burnt. Probably an unusual request, but we're in a nice hotel right now. We're gonna pay $3 just so we can use their shower and pool, just to kind of cool off. I'm all dirty from the bike ride today. And we're getting on a 12-hour bus, so it'll be nice and refreshed. That was worth every single one of the $3 to get totally cleaned off. I feel so amazing. And this is our view. We can watch the Vietnamese professional soccer team play. Or it could be a Pee-wee team, I have no idea. Everyone looks so small from here. This is the view of Hue from the 11th floor of this hotel. So our day of scams did not really end. Basically, we ended up buying, like we said, we went through that really annoying tour agent and we bought the ticket to get on the bus. And then as we were leaving, she had a taxi to take us to the bus, and that's all included in the price. But she was basically saying, oh, you don't need the receipt, you don't need the receipt. They'll know, they never check for receipts. And so I insisted, I was like, we've had so many things go wrong today, this will just be another. So I made sure she gave us the receipt. She like literally was hesitant, like I don't know why. She was probably, she kept like hesitating and trying to find reasons why she shouldn't give me the receipt, which is my receipt. Anyways, I get to the bus and the first thing they do is like refuse 4 people who didn't have their receipts. And like, if we had showed up without our receipt, I wouldn't even have known who to call, because like once we had left by taxi, I didn't know the area, I didn't know her phone number, and so we would have been totally screwed over and basically had no bus ticket and no receipt. So she literally tried to scam us a bus ticket, I think. And anyways, we get on the bus, and then the bus driver says that the tickets in the seat we reserved aren't right. So we didn't get the seats we had actually paid extra for, so we ended up, like, they told us to get to the back of the bus in like the worst compartment right next to the toilet. So everything was going wrong, and I kept talking, like I was trying to talk to the bus driver and being like, man, can I call them? Like, can I please call the company who sold it to us, because I had their phone number. And he just started screaming at me and yelling, and then one of the bus agents was literally pulling me by the arm and trying to sit me down. I just, honestly, I shut up at a certain point because I realized they were like seconds away from telling Laura and I to just get off the bus and walk. And that was the last thing I needed. So needless to say, yesterday was a shit day, but today is a new day. And yeah, we will rebuild.